Howdy folks, this is Jackers, and this, of course, is a Morous Goes to Oblivion. I'm gonna do my best on this one, but to be fair, this is one of the hottest days I've lived through in this place. I've lived in hotter places, but not by much, and this one took its toll on me. It's about 2:30 in my morning, and it's still too hot to think about. But, well, we'll see how it goes. Lucky for us, Morous takes over from here, so I will turn it over now to Morous, the High Elf. Yes, well, you know, you shouldn't stay in Oblivion. No, the gates go both ways. You can go back out. Alright, anyway, we are still missing our wayward knight Lathan, was it? Oh, right. We could put our Crusader helm back on rather than the helm of the drowned. Really, you wouldn't have drowned if you had worn that helmet. Now, as I recall, we need to consecrate the sword of the Crusader. So, how do we do that? I have recovered the sword of the Crusader, but it has been desecrated by the foul wraith that wielded it. I should take it to the Chapel of Archay in Cheydinal to reconsecrate it to its holy purpose. Alright, Cheydinal, here we come, hopefully without a bounty on our head. Well, nothing like showing up in a gloomy night. Perfect for a ghost story. Funny story, it may actually have been a bit of a ghost story. As soon as we arrived in Cheydinal, it seemed I had only had a vision and found myself back here. Or perhaps it was simply a ghost in the machine. Pressing the space-time key. At least if we are in Cheydinal under a gloomy sky, it's raining. Nothing like the sound of the rain on your armor. Just wandering back there, are you? Who are you? Ulrich.
Get out of my way before I have you slapped in irons.
Are you serious?
Get out of my way before I have you slapped in irons.
No. Do it. I want to see it. Come along. Where are the irons, Ulrich? Get them out. Get them out, Ulrich. How far do I have to push you? Do you want to see a Daedroth, Ulrich?
Get out of my way before I have you slapped in irons.
Well, Ulrich just isn't any fun at all. All right, darling, time to go to church.
How are you?
Don't mind the Daedroth happily skipping through town. Shall we, darling? Into the Chapel of Archay. Oh, well. Dear. Here. DD, you were about to lose your time, so why don't you start fresh? Well, there's one, dear. Oh, well. Nice shot. Weak spell, but nice shot. Let's see what your friend had. A Daedra heart. Crude alien something or other. Battle axe, I assume. Yes, you with the lightning. You're not very good at that, are you? Alright. We need some rather swift healing. Fortunately, we come equipped. You want to give him a finishing shot there, darling? Wonderful. DD's time is about out. I will wait. Cast her this way and a swing around the other, picking up a Daedra heart on the way, of course. Oh, did you already get... Oh, here we are. Yes, let's all play ring around the staircase. There we are. Oh, look at that. Some athletics. Bit more healing, though. Thank you, dear. A bronze amulet. Oh, why not? 2 hearts. Well, aren't you special? Umaril's Aurorans have been destroyed. Cheydinal Chapel is safe for now. I can now reconsecrate the sword of the Crusader to Archay on the high altar. Alright, well... would love to get some of that armor. See you soon, dear. Ah, yes. Probably... I don't know, actually. Do we hold it in our hand, or... Oh... In attempting to use the defiled sword of the Crusader, I have received a terrible curse. I can only hope that this curse will be lifted when I reconsecrate the sword at the Chapel of Archay in Cheydinal. One wonders what the curse is. Let's see, that would be here. Damage, fatigue, stunted magicka. Actually, I don't know if this is from the gauntlets or, well, whatever. This is from being a high elf. It's not like you could do much worse. Well, I suppose he could. Alright, well, yes, let's... The sword of the Crusader has been reconsecrated. I now possess all 8 of the Crusader's relics. I should return to the Priory to consult with my knights about how to attack and destroy Umaril. What about our curse? Right, spells. Just the curse of the consumed, and, well, you know, that Altmer lineage. Rejoice through faith, your afflictions are banished. I am over-encumbered. What? How am I over-encumbered? Did this thing magically gain a bunch of weight? I actually don't know. I don't remember what it weighed before. Let's see here. Well, I suppose we could hold on to it. That's not going to help us much. But what we could do is feather. Ah, right, here. A bit of feather. Oh, look at that. Lovely. All right. Well, I don't see any bodies, do I? Hopefully it was late enough at night that no one was here to be killed by these fools. Alright. Let's see. I suppose what we should do, the most expedient thing, would be to head to Battlehorn and lighten our load. Cast another feather upon arrival. Yes, I still have no idea where poor Sir Lathan went. Hopefully he's alright. Okay. Just back to the private quarters. And I know we have the longsword here. See, 5:15 now. What did I miss? Or did it go up? Alright, I don't know the answer to that. I suppose we should hold on to the Mace of the Crusader as well. And the boots of the Jumant I don't want to put down, nor these gloves, but we did pick up an orcish cuirass and greaves, which would be lovely to sell, but we are over-encumbered now, not later. Swamp boots are feather 65 versus the boots of the Jumant, which are 65 as well. Well, let's put the swamp boots away then. And the expert alembic. Oh yes, I suppose. Let's put the Daedra hearts in. That's a few pounds. Always so much to go through. I really do need to spend more time between journeys figuring this out. Alright, well, I suppose that will do for now. Especially as it says we're up to 5:15. Alright. The heat is somewhat, well, I must say I can feel it myself, and it is not helpful even at this hour. Alright, let's see. We want to go to the Priory and see how everyone's doing. Myself included. Is this...
Lord Crusader, the prophet is here. He's just arrived.
Oh, lucky us.
He seemed to know you were coming, told me to wait for you, and here you are.
Imagine that.
He is preaching to the assembled knights in the chapel. You should speak to him at once.
Must I? Can't we just go off and do knightly things? I don't want to listen to a sermon. Well, what are you doing?
You have stepped from the humble shadows of obscurity and into legend. No feat you have accomplished in your life compares to what you have become. You are an embodiment of Pelinal Whitestrake, the bane of Umarul the Unfeathered. The time has come for you to fulfill your destiny. Umaril lies hid in the ancient fane of Garlus Malatar. You must go there and destroy him.
All right. So you believe I'm ready for that, do you?
No. Should you face Umaril, you would suffer the same fate as Pelinal. But times change, and even the shape of the divine itself must change with it. Where once there were 8, now one more stands with them, and they have become 9.
All right. You mean Talos?
Aye! With the apotheosis of Tiber Septum, the face of the divine was transformed. Talos ascended, and the 8 became 9.
Don't laugh with your mouth closed. It's quite
So,
disturbing.
Although you wear the armor of the gods, it is incomplete. A relic of the old ways and the old gods.
Shouldn't we then have been the Knights of the 8 until now? Anyway, how do I destroy Umaril, then?
As a proven guardian of this realm, and a warrior the likes of which have not been seen in millennia, Talos grants you his sacred blessing.
Well, that's rather nice of him.
With the ancient gifts of the 8 and the new gift of the 1, you are ready to face Umaril.
And what does the blessing do?
It will allow you to follow Umaril into the spirit realm upon his death. It will allow you to destroy him, body and soul, utterly and for all time.
Could you Did you have
You
onions?
must first
Could
kill
you back
his
off?
living body. While beyond the power of most mortals, this is only the lesser of your two tasks. His daedric nature allows his spirit to escape into oblivion after death. Oh, this is what Pellinor learned upon defeating Umaril the first time. But you can do what Pellinor could not. The blessings of Talos will allow you to follow Umaril's spirit when it leaves his body. This you must do, and you must not fail. You will not, because the Nine fight with you.
All right. What exactly is this Garlus Malatar?
Garlas Malatar was the westernmost outpost of the Aeliad Empire. It watched over what we call the Abyssinian Sea. Since his return, Umaril has taken Garlas Malatar as his lair. That is where you must seek him out.
All right. And what kind of foe is Umaril?
Umaril cannot be bested in his physical form by any normal means. His blows can strike down the mightiest of warriors in a single stroke. The Eight created the relics to withstand Umaril's fell power. Do not attempt to face him without this divine protection.
Do they have anything to combat the smell of your onions? I think this makes me a hero above all other things. I don't want to ask, but I do need to know about Umaril's spirit. Just sort of talk off to the side, if you would.
When Umaril joined with the Daedra, his spirit expanded beyond this realm. His physical form can travel between realms, but his spirit is bound. When his body is destroyed, his spirit travels back to Oblivion and is reformed in the fires of creation. With the armor of the gods and the blessing of Talos, you will be able to follow him where Pellinor could not and destroy his very spirit. Once his spirit is destroyed, he will be completely obliterated, erased from all realms of existence.
Wonderful. That's quite good. I'm ready.
Your knights will assemble at Garlas Malatar and await you there. Gather all those who you deem worthy. Not all who enter those halls shall return. Those who fall in service of the Nine will live on forever in the halls of their fathers. I wish you well on your quest, Crusader. We are depending on you.
Outstanding. All right. Knights, new proclamation. No more sermons to be given after a lunch of onions. Thanking you. All right, let's step outside. Well, look at you go. Just the two of you. Anyway, I think, despite this being rather short, it is either short or, well, we don't get to play at all. I am folding rather quickly. Oh, the infirmities of a human. Somehow they do filter through. At any rate, I would like to say thank you all so much for joining DD and myself, and of course Checkers the Melting Human, on our journey here. We hope you found it entertaining and maybe even just a little bit informative. We would like to invite you to think of something you are truly grateful for, something you truly love, the thing you love the most in life. Let it bring a smile to your face, a warmth to your heart. And most of all, please, please, take care.